So the tube is clearly missing from the axle assembly. That's off to Stef's Axles, or Axles by Stef. I'll put a link somewhere for him. He's helped me out before, and if you're in the Peugeot community, you know him. He builds axles, and he's going to open up into 206s. So I've sent him the tube. He can make some tooling to make them for everyone else from now on, or rebuild them. What I've done so far is started stripping all this down. Might as well just give it a lick of paint, and I need to put both new bearings in it. So the 306s, they have a shaft that comes out and that goes inside the tube, and inside the tube is the bearings. On a 206, like I think the 106s as well, and the Saxos, and Partners I think as well, the bearings are in here, and the tube has the shaft coming out of it. Needs new shafts, needs new bearings. Another myth we cracked as well is that a GTI 180 rear axle has 47mm bearing one side and 50 the other. We're pretty sure that's commonplace. However, this is 100% a GTI 180 axle. I saw it come from one, has the right bars. It had never been apart before, other than me trying to tackle one side for an MOT badly, but it did it. So this is stock, and it has 47 both sides. So never assume the internet is correct. There we go, busted one. So we're just going to give it a quick wire wheel on the grinder, and then paint it a few paints of colours of Hammerites. Well, I don't know what colours I've got. Some of it will be black, maybe blue, orange, gold, red. I'll find some colours and I'll chuck it on there. Remove dirt, dust and grease with diluted detergent. Rinse. Yeah. Done. We had a delivery from Axles by Stef. 206 axle is back. He has properly stripped it down for us, which is very cool of him, and put new tubes in it. So, ready for the rebuild. Let's throw some paint at it, shall we? That seems the most obvious thing to do right now. Alright everyone, so on Instagram I asked what colours to do all of this, and you said all of them. Well actually no, you all individually said different colours, so I took all your suggestions and did them all. I don't think I'm missing any colours that I have. I've got blue, got orange, got yellow, got black, red, gold. It's all the colours I have, so I used them all. So it's time to put them together. I've put the bearings in,
and I've doubled up inside there, so you actually have 2 bearings on this side and 1 on this outer side. You probably could actually get another one in there again if you really wanted to, but I mean 1 per side's okay for 150,000 miles, but or 10 depending on how you build it. So we'll really grease those up in a moment. I don't want to absolutely coat them in grease now and then a bit of dust moves around. I'll get them ready. I'm going to go lay everything out. We're going to put it on time lapse and we're going to build this sucker up. For scientific reasons, we've also gone for colours because the internet said more colours, more performance. Helps with, keeping the dampers cool. Helps with keeping the bearings clean. Elongates their life. And on the torsion bars, it actually adds stiffness. So it's all good reasons to paint. Thanks up to Stef. He's actually made me some height. These bolt in instead of the dampers, so you can adjust the height just right. I think correctly, GTI 180 beams, they're 300mm between damper bolts, so I can get that spot on and don't have to worry about it when I put it on the car. So big up to him, thank you very much. He also supplied the bolts. He also stripped the tube. I've just painted that, we saw that, and put new shafts in. So he is basically ready to do 206 beams now. Everyone's been waiting for him to do them. He can now do them. He hates them, but he'll love them when we all send him ours to fix. So there we go. Big up to Stef's Axles. I'll put a link down below. You'll know probably know him anyway. But he can now do 206s. So win. So let's put this together. Stop waffling. Put it together. Put it in the car. Drive it. So a couple of things to notice that maybe you spotted. Ignore the music, so let's be quick. One is that you should always check your battery's got good levels. And 2, I put the wrong arm in the first time. So let's switch back to some time lapse and try and get this finished. So we're all back together. Not. I'm back together as far as I want. I don't want to put any more weight on it, and if I put the control arms on it, I can't get exhaust on anyway. So let's throw this in there and start bolting everything to it. Some new brakes going at the same time. Let's get on. He's in. We've just got brakes and spare wheels to put on. We'll do those in the morning. It's been a long day of work, and then this evening we've been putting this on, so looking funky. All the colours in the pen. Right, dinner time. So even though the axles splines are both sides the same, like exactly the same, this side is absolutely slammed and the other side isn't. That side seems okay. If it's just the way it's sat, then that's normal. Also quite a lot of camber. Let's not talk about that. Perfect. Absolutely bleeding perfect. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have to adjust that. I can't have it 50mm low one side and not the other. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Very random. Quick drive maybe and see what it looks like. Anyway, that's the 206. Back on the road basically. Winning. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. say hi in the comments. Do whatever you like really, but you know, subscribe and like and smash the bell. Cheers guys. Okay everyone, so we're in and the height is looking much more even. We were a spline out basically, so measured up, got them even, looking good. We've measured it up, wheel alignment, we've done the wheel alignment because obviously it was badly out with the back axle, and everything's back in. Rear spare wheel, I want to put a full-size spare in there pretty soon. I've got some fresh tyres, gonna have fresh tyres on, front and rear, nice new rear brakes, just bedding them in. So time to get it back on the road. We gave it a good switch off with a pressure washer, you know, full valet job. Stage 1, just and she looks fine. Just keep it wet and the lacquer looks fine. Thanks for watching. Big up to Stef. He loves doing these axles. Don't let him tell you otherwise. He adores the 206 and his favourite thing to do is these axles. He would rather do these axles than sit in a bar with a nice cold brew. So don't tell him and get him to tell you otherwise. Just send him your axles, he'll do them all. Big up to Stef's axles and everyone else that's watching. Right, 206 is back on the road. Winning!